All right. First and foremost, I want to start this video off by giving all honor, praise, and glory to the Father, Abba, Abba Nawa, Alahayi Nawa, Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Chal Halayim, Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Wachaba, Wahadar, for giving me the Hakadas to come back and be able to do another video or lesson, hopefully something that could be edification, admonition, or exhortation, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, and who were well, and Shalom Rabarakium to the hopeful Bakayar, and the rest of the 1/3 on down. To you, I say Shalom Rabarakium. This is your brother Shariah coming back. I just want to get into something really quick. Pretty much, man, this is famine of this word that's finna hit, man. It's already started to take place, really, not really, but in a sense. And we know that by, with the new service terms that YouTube is coming with, pretty much saying that all non-commercially viable channels will be terminated, which is really getting into the famine of the prophecy and the wiles that Esau, who is Satan incarnated, the serpent, the dragon, who deceives, all the nations, who is really being, that power, the prince of the power of the air is being harnessed through that guy, Esau. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. Amos chapter 8, verse 11, and it reads, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Once again, Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Now, that's really going to be a dangerous time, man, because for this reason here, Psalms chapter 119, I can jump to that, but I'll get this first. 119 and 105. Thy word, the thy is the most high, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Psalms 119, verse 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Psalms 119, verse 114. Thou, the Most High is the Thou, art my hiding place and my shield. I hope in thy word. I hope in thy word. Okay? That's Psalms 119, 114. So, you have no sense of direction. You're basically completely in a world of 2/3. No light. at all. Okay? No light. No light one bit. All right? So, it's crazy, man. It's crazy to even think about. It says, verse 12. So when that time hits, we're going to really know, because it says in Amos chapter 8, verse 12, moving on, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro and seek the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and shall not find it. So I'm going to read that again. Amos chapter 8, verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and and from north. So off top, that sea is actually talking about men, because sea goes into the word semen, right? Because semen is really water, right? Water is actually a code word for semen in the scriptures, and we can get that really quick in Revelations. 1 second. Did I lose that? I'll get it back. Don't worry about it. Because waters is actually talking about, men. It's actually talking about nations. It's talking about people. Waters represent people. What scripture is that? That is like right here, for example. Revelation chapter 17. And there came one, verse 1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore. Who is the great whore? That's a place you're more than likely in watching this video, but if not, you're more than likely influenced by America, which is the daughter of Babylon, aka the great whore. He says, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Okay, so those many waters represents people, nations. This is the mingling pot, the so-called boiling pot, right? And then this is actually pretty much, this is the head of the NATO, which is, NATO stands for North Atlantic, NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, I believe. Yeah, North Atlantic Treaty Organizations. All these is like 29 or something, I believe, countries that are confederate, right? They're confederate with the Great Whore and the EU, but nonetheless, so that's waters represents nations. And there's one more scripture that I want to get to bring out. Revelation chapter 17, verse 15. He says, I'm going to start at verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the same people I just mentioned, the NATO, daughter of Babylon, the NATO, and the EU. It says, these shall make war with, and they're actually trying to get more confederates. India is one. They're trying to get to be confederate with Babylon. America's trying to get them to be confederate, which is why the Google founders have stepped down and passed, basically foundership, if you will. Not necessarily foundership, but the complete CEO, right, of Google is now an Elamite, so-called East Indian, right? And it actually goes into that in this chapter about how, these, I'll start at verse 13. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast, right? Verse 13. So these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords. The Lamb being Yahweh Shai, King of kings, and they that are with him are called, and chosen and faithful. Verse 15, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, those nations, right? Just want to prove it. Where the whore sitteth, verse 1, and verse 1 mention that, right? Are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Revelation chapter 17, verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. So in Amos chapter 8, we're going to keep it simple, and I'm going to wrap this video up. Lord willing, how about some y'all shall willing? Amos chapter 8, verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea. See? And from north even to the east. And so they're going to be running from people to people. Anybody that can get to understand this, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. But you're not going to be able to wing it in that day. When that famine and the word start, which is actually one of the key points of Jacob's trouble. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and shall not find it. Verse 13, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. So those fair virgins being men of the Lord that were called but necessarily wasn't chosen. You know, they didn't have any more oil. They ran out of oil that their lamp could continue to burn, right? And that's going into something else. So this hearing of the word is essential in everything, man. And you're going to learn that when that day hits. You being able to access these scriptures and get the proper breakdowns and get the oil, be able to load up on this oil to keep your lamp running. Your lamp really being your direction, because the lamp is a light. So it's your path. You know what I'm saying? It's also a vessel, because what does a lamp hold? It holds a candle, if you will, right? And what makes that thing work, right? What makes that construction work? Oil, and what makes it work properly is trimming the wick. But that's a whole nother thing, you know. But that oil keeps it running. So you're pretty much not even a lamp if that oil is not being applied, right? If that oil is not in that lamp to keep that fire burning. And you're the fire. Your spirit is the fire. So you're going to fail, man. And your spirit is actually your mind. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is in your spirit. So, you know, so you're going to completely fail. Sorrow of mind. You know what I'm saying? Men's hearts failing them. You know what I'm saying? That's literal heart and low key. That's manifold. You know what I'm saying? Because your mind is going to fail first. You know, before any heart attack, your mind is going to give out. You know what I'm saying? In that process of a heart attack, your mind is failing. You know, so that's pretty much it, man. This is going to be like I said, unlike anything imaginable, right? I got a few more scriptures I want to get, man. So all you people that take you took in vain of the word, the Lord, you took in vain light, man, enlightenment. You took in vain that. All you so-called women, man. All you so-called men. Because these scriptures actually dealing with the men. You look up children, it goes into bun. What is bun? Bun is son in Hebrew. So the sons of Israel, when it says children of Israel, it's actually talking about the sons, man. Men. So men is set up to only teach this word. How do you hear the words of the Lord? How do you understand the mysteries? Who get the secrets? Let's get that. Amos chapter, we can stay in Amos. Amos chapter 3, verse 7. It says, Surely Yahweh power will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets. So there you go, man. Surely Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So that's how you get enlightened on what's going on, because they're his mouthpiece. And it's always been that way. Luke chapter 1, verse 70. Men of the Lord, man. Men of the Lord. A lot of people take that in vain right now. It says, Luke chapter 1, verse 70. As he spake, who's the he? The Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. These men were set up to just understand this thing from the get-go. You know, verse 71, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. You know, because you're going to get the direction. You're going to get that lamp. The men of the Lord are that lamp. They have the oil. So if you can't hear the words of the Lord, the men are going to be hid, man. They're going to be put up, man. That's how the Most High keeps you from your enemies. You know what I'm saying? Because they set up consuls and all type of things. So it's just so much you can get into with this. It's like, it's never ending. You know, you don't even know how you can, like it says, verse 77 we'll jump to give knowledge of salvation unto his people. How do you get that knowledge? Through the servants. Who are the servants? The prophets. Amos 3 and 7. It's always been like that. By remission of their sins. It says, verse 79 I'm going to jump to give light to them that sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet in the way of into the way of peace. You don't even know how to get on that way, on that path. It's going to be too late in that day. You know? Let's see if I want to get one more on that. Jeremiah 25 and 4. And it reads, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, and Yahweh have sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them. But ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear to hear. See? Verse 5, they said, turn ye again now every one from his evil way, and from the evil of your doings, and dwell in the land that the Lord hath given unto you, and to your fathers forever and ever. Verse 6, and go not after other gods to serve them, and not to worship them, and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will do you no hurt. You know? Therefore, he says, verse 7, yet ye have not hearkened unto me, saith Yahweh, that ye might provoke me to anger with the works of your hands, to your own hurt. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, because ye have not heard my words. You ain't listened to the men he set up. You ain't listened to the hearings of the words, right? Behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, saith the Lord, and Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and will bring them, because the Most High uses these, our enemies, as his sword, which is mainly Esau. And it says, and I will bring against this land and against the inhabitants thereof and against all these nations round about, and will utterly destroy them and make them an astonishment and hissing and perpetual desolation. Verse 10, moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the sounds of the millstones and the light of the candle. So that's it, man. That's how the most it's gonna be complete sadness and chaos. You say I'm gonna take over. He said I'm gonna take from them the voice of mirth, man. That's celebration. That's happiness, man. That's the house of mirth, man. That's feasting, and the voice of gladness, the voice of bridegroom, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, the sound of the millstones, and the light of the candle. And that's funny because a lot of y'all talk a lot of shit about Great Millstone. You know, the men in Great Millstone. And a lot of those men are set up. A lot of those men are men of the Lord, man. Okay? So that's the Most High. He has he has a sense of humor, man. So that's all I'm gonna get on that. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I ain't gonna spend too much time on it because it's really that simple, man. So right now you get it while you can. You get it while the getting is good. Second Ezra. Second Ezra is 5 and 21. And it reads, Second Ezra 5 and 21 in the Apocrypha. And it reads, and after 7 days, that's not even what I wanted. Man. That's let's see. You know what? I ain't gonna worry about it. It was a scripture I wanted to get, but why the Spirit got me moving like this? Because a lot of this I'm just, freestyling off the Spirit. I ain't even really going along with the lesson, Because there's just so many scriptures you can really get, you could just, there's so much that come to mind, man. Matthew chapter 24, I'm going to close out with this. Matthew chapter 24, because this is going to be bad, man. It's going to be bad. So you better get right now, man. When the Most High take that word away, man, take this word away. All right, I know what. I'm going to get one more scripture after this. It says, let's see what I want to get out there. I'm going to get 24. Matthew 20, 24 and 24. And it reads, it says, for there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall shew great wonders, signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. You know? And that's if you ain't got, wonders is what Esau get into, right? It's technology. If you don't have, just for example, if you don't have men breaking that down to you to not be, led on, like you're not gonna hear about don't take the chip no more and all of that. A lot of you it's gonna be to your, it's gonna be to your own destruction, which is how the Most High doing that, because 2/3 gotta die. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna ultimately bring that. Let me just jump to that, man, because I got one more scripture I'm gonna get, man. Verse 11, I'm gonna get Matthew 24:11. Many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Verse 13, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. You know what I'm saying? Verse 4. So if you how you think you gonna endure if you never even got the word? You know what I'm saying? It's not happening. Verse 14, in this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached into all the world, for that's the whole world of Israel, you know what I'm saying? And these other nations hearing this judgment as well. But it's really, you know what I'm saying, the world of Esau, but because this Esau kingdom is being prophesied against, you know what I'm saying? But it's to enlighten the world of Israel. Okay, for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. So once this thing is gone out, it's over with, man. And the Most High finna put a lot of people to death. And judgment shall start at the house of God. It says, Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8, and it shall come to pass that in the land, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. So you're not gonna make it out of here, man. But the third shall be left therein. You know? And that's because they got oil, you know? And they was just chosen. That's just the elect. They're chosen to get the 1/3 on down, 144,000 on down to the rest of the 1/3. Verse 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire. What's the fire? The affliction, man. The refining process, proving of your gold. That's your gold. When that chip comes, you know what I'm saying? When martial laws hit and they, activate the King Alpha plan, which is only designated to you so-called Negroes, Native American, Indians, and Hispanics, man. The Israelites. And that's who this video is only for. It says, and it's going to tell you, through the fire. He said, and I will bring, verse 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried, to prove that you're worthy, that you're real gold, man. You don't put the gold in the store without first running through the process. They get it in, they break it down, and then they declare it as gold, and they re-break it down again. Okay, it says, just to build it back up, you know what I'm saying? In other words, taking everything away from that and building you up properly in this thing, in this truth, you know what I'm saying? And then putting you through, breaking you back down again will be the Jacob's trouble, right? And it says, they shall call out on my name, and I will hear them. They shall call it, the third that's left in, the 1/3. And I will say, it is my people. It is my people. And they shall say, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh is my power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is my power. Okay, and that's pretty much it on that. And I'm gonna get this last scripture and close out with this. Job chapter 23 and verse 23. It says, if there be a messenger, well, I'm gonna start at Okay, I'm gonna start at 22. Yeah, his soul draweth near unto the grave, and his life to the destroyers. You don't know what's going on because the lamp is the word, right? Which leads you, directs you properly so you could be saved from your enemies, right? And the word is ultimately who? Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai is the word. Okay? It says, verse 23, if there be a messenger with him, that guy whose soul is drawing near to the grave, and his life to the destroyers, which is Esau, the Edomites, these, you know what I'm saying, on down to these heathens that he's giving power to. If there be a messenger with him, verse 23, an interpreter, because that's what prophets do. They understand this thing. He revealed the secrets unto. He surely the Most High will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets. It says, one among 1,000. So the prophets are hid. This is the scripture really prove, you know, and they're rare. You know what I'm saying? To shew unto man his uprightness. Then he is gracious unto him, saith, and saith, deliver him from going down to the pit. I have found a ransom. So that verse 25, his flesh shall be fresher than a child's, he shall return to the days of his youth. You know what I'm saying? And there you go. You keep going, and that's how the Most High, you know, keep you from destruction. His men, by you getting these words, getting this oil. So with that, man, I'm going to just close out on that. So with that, I just want to give all honor, praise, and glory to the Father, Ha'abba, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Call Halalim, Yahweh Call Halalim, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Wachabah, Wahadar, to the hopeful elect, the 144,000 men, on down to the rest of the 1/3. To you, I say Shalom wa Barakium, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well on down. Shalom.